Hello and welcome to a game called Hogwarts Legacy. And let's continue in that we must go and do the Poppy quest.
I remember you.
And I just need to get out of town so I can fly there. Okay, invisible wall or something weird. I just need to get out of town because Hogsmeade has some sort of anti-flying measure or some shit. And we are off to meet the Poppy in the Forbidden Forest. I wonder what we're going to do. Alright, there she is, I think.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Well, I remember we're talking to centaurs or something.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rib and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harry.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with snitches? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Alright. Well...
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
I guess the quest is complete for now, and we'll just have to wait. But also, man, not sending an owl. It's sort of like sending a text or a voice message that plays while you're in the middle of something. Literally played in the middle of a cutscene. Nothing I can do about that. Okay, so next one is with Natty, of course.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented
Very
blue powder.
snowy or something.
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Alright. Oh, whoops. Alright. Let's see what's next on the quest line. Chain something. Okay, so I guess we're doing that other thing now. So as far as I can tell, oh whoops, I'm going really far up. Wait a second, what is this quest again? What am I looking at? Oh, in the map chamber. I just need to go to the map chamber. I thought it said speak to her on the map somewhere, and I was like, and I wasn't seeing nothing, but then again, not the room of requirement, but the map chamber. There we go. You're gonna tell me to go to some random place to do some trial, which will end in a boss fight.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Alright.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Maybe I just disillusion myself and sneak in, I assume. So I am to ask the Fig. So I assume I am going to Professor Fig, unless he's not in his classroom. Yeah, looks like it was right. A little stutter there or something. Fig.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
And I am now in a place of power. I control Hogwarts. I am the headmaster. Alright, what should I do first?
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I'm just gonna choose what I believe is... I don't know, I'm just gonna do it.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Oh my god.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
And this is a bit...
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children!
Man.
What could the headmaster want?
Who is this? Hey, you.
Gareth! Mr. Weasley! What are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Yeah, take that, you guy who I helped do that thing because it was a quest.
Well, there's one for my diary.
Actually, I wonder, can I just walk around and interact with people? Because wasn't that like, I'm thinking that was a side quest. That wasn't an actual quest. Like a main quest. It was a side quest where Weasley tells me to go to a secret passage in Hogwarts to steal/borrow some. I already forgot what it was.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Yeah.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Hey, it's ominous.
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes! Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Yeah, that's right, ominous. You better think twice before you cross the bastion.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Anyone else I can probably sass?
Professor, a word?
Oh, I know where this is
Professor
going.
Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
I wish you could just, like, make
What did we do to
choices.
deserve him as a headmaster?
You
Yes.
call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
Like, I wish you could just make choices to completely fuck Hogwarts up during this time.
I wonder what it was like when me.
Oh no, it's the headmaster and he's coming this way.
Alright, who's this? You.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
What do you mean something's always off with the headmaster? I'm always popping off.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Wonder if there's any secret things you can do. Ah, well, this
Professor?
is unfortunate.
A word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
Alright. Interesting.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand this.
Alright.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Oh, and there's a page here. I can't friggin' do anything about it, but whatever. Oh, dang it.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
I assume it's purity of blood, right?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Okay. I wonder where out of sight is.
Made it just...
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Now to do that thing. Just need to see if, okay, the quest is not on yet. Need to wait for the quest to come on. Maybe if I walk around. There we go. Wait a second. I guess this one will do.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Some stuff happening.
Revelio.
I'm hearing a ding. Which means something. Don't have the ability to unlock any of this, unfortunately.
Revelio.
I'm still hearing the ding. I also hear a mirror. Or not, I don't hear a mirror.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
It's the headmaster's gargoyle. Alright, I need to put this up.
Lumos.
And if I do this, where would it be? Farther up, is it? Or no, that isn't it. Or is it? Okay. Also, I do apologize if anyone hears any scratching in the background. That is the reptiles. And I see my objective. Hopefully it's not behind a door.
Lumos.
Alright, here it is. I just walk all the way back up to that mirror for the page of something. Just cause. Okay. Now to do this thing.
Toujours pure.
Here we are.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Revelio.
Oh, another thing. All the headmasters and headmistresses just dozing off. And of course, when you think about it, the only person who usually comes up here is the headmaster slash mistress, whoever. And only whenever they invite someone else would anyone else see this.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Alright, where the book? So I'm hearing a dinging, and also not level 3 lock.
That must be the pedestal.
Also hearing a dinging. Where the dinging? Oh, there it is. Okay. It's the sorting hat. Looking as good as usual. Hair tonic, mustache wax, some other stuff.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem.
I lost my man.
You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Do I have my stealth stats? Stealth stats go, don't see me, you douches. A bunch more douches.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Wigan level 10. Anything else interesting? I wonder what the Wigan
gone.
does.
For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? I need to time this just right.
I don't know about timing, but fuck you all.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
That guy gonna... Yeah, he's gone and I'm gone. This is very easy. I wonder what this...
Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Yeah, but I wonder what this story is based on. Death's Dark Mongrel. Hey, boy. exactly is my objective? Or, well, where am I supposed to go? I guess down here?
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
I have no idea, but freaking go! Run for your life!
That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
I mean, the way past is just wait for them. There we go. Perfect. If only I could move slightly faster. In fact, I should just be running, like, really fast. Look, there's
Nothing this way
death.
but more danger. Must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
I can't carry more Wigan wells? I mean, what even is it for? Oh. Just move it on.
Now's my chance.
I already know what my chance is, because I'm a smart person. Just get me the hell out of here.
That's the way forward.
What is it?
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
It ain't just slightly invisible, it's sorta, almost, basically, completely invisible. I just need to not bump into anyone. Don't bump into
They
anyone.
can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
If only I could petrificus them, this would be easy.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
I got fight.
Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
I've never felt such power.
Okay, it's only giving me a select few spells. Okay, the rocks. It's time to kill death. walking on.
Defender.
Or something.
Defender. Bombarda. Defender.
Yeah, these douches.
Defender. Defender! Bombarda! Defender! Repulsor! Defender! Bombarda! Defender!
Alright. Oh, is there still someone else?
Defender! Bombarda!
There we go. Everything is fine. Also, bird is birding. Actually, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Oh, they gotta fight some more douches. Fighting that guy. Anything else? Man, I feel like the moral of the story is to cheat death as much as possible. I assume. gonna be another thing to do.
A simple stone. This must be for me.
It's a pyramid.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead.
She's gone. Neve's dead.
Oh, poor Neve.
Neve. Why? We won't be the same without her.
I want the trial. What am I doing? I shoved the stone here, right?
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Okay.
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Is this a trial? Or what?
Remember that as you witness my memory.
I'm hoping this is a trial and I don't have to go through another labyrinth to fight another big boss of the same thing.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
I mean, that doesn't seem like a good idea since it's negative energy, so it would make someone more negative if they were to use that power, would it not? As you know, it would probably make them more angry, like Ranrock. Just increases their anger and power.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
Well, I'd have to say, if we're going along with them, that it was disturbing.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Well, you get him drunk and then you guys were best of pals while he was drunk or something? Spilling all the secrets? He didn't tell you about his boils on his probably ass, did you? Did he tell you about that? He's got boils, man.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
The hell was that? Professor Weasley sent me something, but I didn't hear nothing. Weasley sent me something. Something about Phoenix, is this the one? Oh, it is the one. Okay, so it was something about the Phoenix, which is cool, because maybe I can get a Phoenix pet. Alright, Deke. I want the Phoenix.
Deke has
some exciting news to share.
Oh, nice, Deke. Alright, so what is the up, Deke? You got something interesting?
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts, and Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix Natty mentioned, the one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
Yes, and hopefully there are 2 phoenixes if you catch my drift, yeah. And one of them is a male and one of them is a female if you catch my other drift. You know, if you catch all my drifts. And it's way far, and good thing I actually have waypoints. Or points, whatever points. And also, this will be the last thing I do.
What are you up to now?
Because if I record for too long, it becomes a pain to edit, and I'm loading. And anyways, it becomes a pain to edit if I record for too long, and it basically takes forever to process the video once I finish editing it because I have a trash computer PC. And I need to wait till I move to a new house before I get a new one, so I have more space for a better setup. And the second thing is, it takes a forever amount of time to upload videos the longer they are with my trash PC. So I'm gonna try to, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but this will be the last thing I do for this part. I guess I just murder as many poachers as I can. I just have to shank him in the back.
Blockade. Brookwood's poachers are already here. Accio.
How would they blockade the entrance? Wouldn't they need to gain access? Wouldn't it be better to build maybe like a doorway with a lock on it that they have a key to, rather than just completely boarding the place up? So just in case. Also, where exactly am I going? Also, is this?
Bombarda.
There we go.
Could the Phoenix be in there?
Man, this seemed like a dank place. Wait a second, what?
Confringo!
Oh wait, for some reason I forgot that doing that probably.
Confringo.
There we go. Ouch. Ooh, what? Yeah, douches. You made me waste my Confringo, so now I have to wait for it.
Confringo!
Alright, well, whatever. Time to move forward. If possible. Where exactly am I moving? What way must I go? I assume it's this way. Okay, it is this way.
You don't think phoenixes can turn to rocks, do you?
What?
No.
Just tell us.
What a bunch of idiots. There we go. That's what I like to see.
Revelio.
I'm not gonna go for the loot right now. Or I'm not gonna go for the loot. I'm gonna try to continue story-wise. And if the loot happens to be within my grasp, then I'll get it, but if not, then I gotta continue for now, especially since a lot of the things I'm getting are garbage.
We're keeping people out.
I know it. Meet me outside of Beltop as soon as you can.
And Sebastian is really
not half as tough as it sounds.
Sebastian is really needing my help because he's sent me 2 messages now.
One less poacher in the wizarding world.
Yep. Gotta clean up all this poacher business.
The Phoenix.
Oh my god, it's the Phoenix. It's majestic.
It almost seems as if it wants me to follow it. I need to find it before the poachers do.
I mean, that would be very something to do.
Nobody will miss. I know. Found ya!
Oh, I wonder what he found. His own demise? The world may never know. Okay, this is a level 3 lock, something I cannot do. Jump. More jump. I can't wait to suck the Phoenix. With my bag. Where is it? I don't see it. I didn't see it, but I should probably try doing a run up. Run! I assume it's gonna let me suck it with my bag. Ah, spider. Interesting.
Bombarda. Confringo.
Wait, what the hell? Oh shit.
Bombarda. Confringo. Confringo.
Yeah, just keep it up for now. In fact, let me just get the hell out of here for now. I got phoenixes to catch.
Where?
What the hell?
Would you like me to put you
Ah,
down?
shit, goddammit.
How did that feel?
Hold steady, little diesel.
What have you done?
That was for Highwing.
Alright.
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts.
Yeah, you douches. Also, I'm gonna switch. Bombarda with Defindo.
Confringo!
Oh, it says reach the peak of mountain, so I have to go all the way up the mountain? Huh. Hopefully there's at least 2 phoenixes for reasons. Alright, I think we're up the mountain. Hopefully no more spiders. But this is it.
I'm here to help. I can take you somewhere safe.
Stop moving! Oh, well, it's instant.
Let's get you back to the room. Deke's going to be pleased.
I mean, should probably check if there's any eggs in its nest before we leave. But whatever. Let's get the hell out of here. No other phoenixes, right? Also, I'm pretty sure that was a male phoenix, so I just need a female. For reasons.
This looks intriguing.
What looks intriguing? The only thing that's intriguing is how I'm gonna teleport back to the room of requirements.
Did you find the phoenix?
Yes, Deke. And I rescued it from the poachers. I have it here. It's safe.
Remarkable! Well, what are you waiting for? Deke cannot wait to... My heavens! What a beauty! You keep it close. Professor Weasley and Deke were right to tell you about the Room of Requirement. Look at all you've done, and how many beasts you've rescued. A phoenix is safe now, because of you.
I couldn't have done it without your help, Deke. Thank you.
Deke is grateful for the kind words, and also grateful to have been of assistance to someone like yourself. Helping you do such good for so many beasts has given Deke a sense of peace Deke hasn't known in years. Deke will always be here for you when you need him.
Nice. And also, I get phoenix feathers. Now I can make as many phoenix sounds as possible. I'll never die. Anyways, as I said, that is probably it for this part. Goodbye.